Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wildermyth, where I've been doing a little bit of figuring here, and really, I think we're in a pretty good place on weapons. There are definitely some weapon upgrades that we could still use. In particular, we got to make sure Ental has like a real grown-up weapon, but they did start him with a tier 2 at least. But I think armor upgrades really take priority here. Our armor is in terrible shape, and particularly like Cherry, who is always up in front of everybody, is wearing basic .2 warding and nothing else gear. So I think I want to jump her up to this Heather Drab, which is going to eat up most of our hides, but we don't need hides a ton. This gives 3 armor, 2 warding, and 1 spell damage versus this, which trades armor for spell damage, and like I probably don't need to tell you why I think this is the better play for her, and I think that is absolutely the single most critical upgrade that we have. Other people's armor is also bad. Obviously, it would be great to deal with his, but the people who are back from the front lines, I'm less excited about. I do think it really sucks that we have so many people with the worst armor available, but then we found like 4 different suits of armor that can only be worn by Galadglin and had to smelt them. I don't really want to spend... we gotta though, right? We have to upgrade some other people's armor to some degree. Yennefer at least has tier 1 Greybark, but like we need to move her to... yeah, probably to Ghost Traff, honestly. The 25 dodge is, in theory, going to help keep her alive. Obviously, the reality of that is that we know Sinetta has like 65% dodge, but in reality never dodges anything. So it's still, I think, probably worth doing. And then everybody else's armor is less important because like Linvir and Ental, in theory, can stand very far away from combat. I do think this is pretty critical if we're gonna have her doing that thing all the time. All right, we could. Where's Linvir? Linvir is on the basic Humble Beginnings armor. We could jump her up for 2 legacy points. I don't think we're going to. So like, let's talk about the other upgrades. First of all, this is all ingots and spell thread, which is stuff that we have a lot of. And the tier 3 upgrade gets her 2 points of damage because it's 1 point of straight damage, and then enough knockback to gain a square of knockback. And since it does do bonus damage equal to the distance knocked back, that is quite meaningful. Other upgrades that we definitely want, this is like pretty high value, right? The tier 1 to tier 3 upgrade for Aeneas. We could push... we use his axe a lot as well. Actually, maybe this is the most significant single upgrade we can make because it's 2 damage and also an additional point of shred. Yeah, actually, we use his axe a lot. Gloom Dirge is a pretty good name for a mythic axe. All right, you have fine tools. You have a terrible melee weapon, but you never use it. This would cost just a bunch of heartwoods. That's fine, I guess. We are 1 legacy point short of building that. We are definitely going to take at least the upgrade to tier 2. And then does that leave us with the ability to get Cherry's wand? It does, or hammer. It does. I'm pretty sure I read the legacy points on Aeneas' thing backwards. I think we could have taken that upgrade, but honestly, given the option, I think I like this one better. We're using her in melee more and more. I think I do like this. The Hail Hammer's kind of a soft... Ooh, Hillbreaker's nice. Hillbreaker really communicates the idea. I like that a lot. All right, and with that, we must move on. We are out of things. I have heartwoods. Is that... how far off are we from... Okay, it would have been 3 legacy points to do a bow upgrade. We could only build a very basic bow. Yeah, I think we're good. I am allowed to use my... Oh, interesting. So wait, a tier 2 spear is available here with discount 3. Is it using some portion of like... So I can replace this with a tier 2 spear, but not this. It must be like salvaging some portion of the cost of the item you lose. Interesting. Okay, well we're just gonna have to find Entol some gear out in the world, I guess. I'm feeling fairly powerful though. Powerful enough? Who knows? Can't you just explain? You're this great and powerful mystic, right? Not even that much older than me. Why the complaining? Huh? Early hill climbs isn't mystical, it sucks. But the glow is still out there, see? Where am I? Oh. A green-gray smudge disturbs the distance. What do you think it is, Aeneas? Is it something? Well, Elsie, I'll tell you what. I think it's him. The old Mothman? Would he advertise his position like that? Plainly, out in the day? That's not his style. Well, sure, but why do people burn flagleaf? Distress outweighs subtlety. Well, it wouldn't be hard to follow. It certainly looks similar to the signal he raised when we were looking for you. Even so, Elsie Arkwright's the one who called your attention to it, right? I remember who her sister is. Do you have any reason for believing it's our Mothman? It's almost like I can read his signature in the shade of that light. I can feel him calling out to me. One day, I shall come and tell you everything. Attachments aside, understanding the significance of this new sign is imperative, isn't it? Whether it's bad or good. Well, when you put it that way. Elsie enters quietly from outside. Yeah, so I've decided I have to help him. This Mothman, his intervention is what led to my rescue, right? And the others you saved? Let me go. I've been training for this. I owe it to him. Elsie. He's a strong ally, Aeneas, if an ally's really what he is. So, yes, I agree it's in our best interest to chance it. Incur his favor. But which of us will be on the hook if it's a mistake? Hey, did you even hear me? We did, yes. You don't want to go out there, Elsie. We bleed out there, face nightmares. But Linvier, she's ready. No, she's not. She's not even on the character roster. Elsie's experienced things that might have broken any of us. She's survived, she's worked and made herself strong. We don't have to send her by herself, but maybe it's time to bring her along. Do you not trust me? Well, I understand that you're fighting who used to be my sister, but I've grown up in a different world than you. You fought the battles, yeah, but us, we all suffered. It's not your fault, it's just we didn't get a choice. I'll tell you, when we were down there, it all felt inevitable. One by one, our doom would devour us and turn us into monsters. But my memory of that time is blurred. I remember the hideous blue light, the hidden purple door, and the smell of rotten leaves, my sister's voice. I'm not afraid to invoke her name, Eluna. She promised I'd make it home again. And thanks to you, I'm here. Today I'm ready to choose my fate and face the things that forced us to suffer and forced my sister to change. So please. Yeah, I mean, she's not going to be any less useful than Entol, right? She deserves her chance. Come on, Elsie, let's find you a weapon. You'll be measured by your actions, Elsie. Welcome, and good luck. Sonetta has a way of making everything sound ominous. I'm not going to thank you, because I plan on saving all your lives. You'll see. Aeneas helps Elsie find a piece she's comfortable wielding. So, I mean, she's a warrior, right, at this point? If we get to choose, that is. and soon the company's assembled, pursuing the strange signal that glows, fades, and reappears beyond the hills. And again, we'll come home together. Okay, I don't get to choose, but they made her a warrior anyway, so. Alright, save the Mothman. So, okay, over there. It looks like this opportunity is still here 6 years later. Wild. So there is a Thrixel infestation. It's not clear to me whether... It could be that this is actually just from this tile, or vice versa. Well, we have 8 people. So that's enough to send Elsie. It's probably Elsie and Aeneas and Entel, right? Go together as one group to like sort of scout out these low value areas. Not that Aeneas isn't like plot important, but he's just fallen behind everybody else in the strength curve so much. All right, so y'all go that way. And I hate to just rush to the end, but maybe that's exactly what we ought to do. We probably ought to come down here and deal with these lurking Thrixel, right? We can take a moment here because there's still one more chapter after this, so what we maintain does matter. So yeah, maybe it's a good idea. What would this look like? 65 days travel time? It's probably worth it. And then the bottom part of the map is safe and we can focus upward. Because what I'd really like to avoid is a situation like the one we found ourselves in last time, where we had danger growing in from all sides all at once. Alright, the Thrixel shouldn't be too much further ahead of us. I could have sworn they went this way. They did. Look, behind these rocks. What have you found, Galadglin? Tunnels burrowed deep into the earth. I say we get in there. We can't let them get away. Yeah, that's sensible. Then again, Sinetta is wise enough to now give us a 100% chance to succeed at her plans, so let's lay a trap and wait here for them to emerge. I do love a good trap. Hurry, who knows when they'll get back? This is a cowardly way to engage our foes. You know, even Raglan the Rager was known to set traps for his enemy, and he's still remembered as one of the greatest heroes that ever lived. You're right, let's get started. Working together, they fashion a trap from nearby saplings. Now we cover it with fallen leaves. And is it just like a cartoon pit trap? Is that what we've done? They duck quickly behind the rocks, the sounds of chittering growing ever louder. The insectoid creatures emerge from the earth, spindly legs carrying them into the sunlight, and then... Well, okay, so what exactly did it do? What actual battle effect are we going to get out of this? Okay, all foes take 2 damage at the beginning of the mission. That's not nothing. So... It's a pretty small group of enemies to start with, but there is a Drathix, and we're going to get 4 more foes on turn 3. And there's a Leaf Spirit who we almost certainly... Well, you know, the map's not that large. Maybe we'll catch him. Alright, so... We do have some rocks. Well, I mean... We probably got to open with the Splinter Blast, right? Gosh, Cherry's already quite tough. Now that we have her with real armor. So we can do a Splinter Blast off of this bigger tree, and that's probably better, but it is also 1 space further back. It's so hard to know with these things. This trunk is mystical. That's gotta be better explosive magic, right? No, it's pretty bad, actually. I'm gonna also interfuse this. Since I don't have to move, we can try them both. Better, but out of range. Okay, well, we'll just use this one. That's an okay start, I guess. Not being able to hit the Drathix is a bummer, but what are you going to do? Let's put her in a cover position. She can shoot the Drathix. And maybe she does. Hold on a second. Let's have some other people take their turns. So Galadglin... I mean, Galadglin's move is almost certainly just move forward and then leap and then move forward some more. Although he can Cone of Fire. I mean, maybe that's okay. But if I run him right here... Like, my hope is that we can absorb the Drathix's attack, right? I can engage, but I can only engage the one enemy. You can shoot right now. I actually think I'm just going to fire her heroism. Okay, so we pinned the one enemy. Then we... I guess we're just loading up for the Drathix. I don't think Sinetta gets to do anything meaningful. She's just going to Grey Plane. Well, I found the rest of the enemies. It's not going to do anything at all. I guess I just move up to here. It's not going to do anything at all for us to Guardian because the Drathix isn't going to get adjacent anyway. In fact, actually, I'm going to stand here because otherwise I don't think the Drathix will walk close enough to get ambushed. Oh, wait, was it also pinned? Huh. It didn't look like it should have been. Well, that's awkward. And they just didn't move at all, huh? Oh, they started the battle pinned in addition to the 2 damage. I see. It just didn't feel that I needed to be told that is all. Boy, that really should have been on those opening cards, huh? All right, let's move up to here, and we're going to grab this tree. There we go. That's a little better. So 4 points of poison. You really just need like a little gentle touch. Okay. Very, very good news. Ooh, is this gonna jump to the Leaf Spirit? Okay, it looks like it won't. All right, so now, yep, now's when we get the rest of our spawns, and it's it's not too bad. If we were gonna catch the Leaf Spirit, who would we even want to do it at this point? I guess. Yanfir's bow is a basic bow, right? So I guess it would be her. She could do it. Oh, all the enemies who are coming in are also afflicted. Interesting. That's really quite powerful. Okay, so, a heroism from Sinetta here is actually quite a lot of damage. Yeah, you know what? I like this. Yeah, no, I know. So I'm going to leap up. Going to have Cherry move up. Interfuse this log. And just explode it back here somewhere. That seems pretty good. And then, yeah, Sinetta moving to here. I guess I want to go as deep as possible, but I also don't want to take fire damage. This should be fine. That was a pretty good stunt. Wow, Sinetta. Way to show up. And then become invisible because you're in grave danger. Damn, no fire underneath it. Oh, can I not quite... I can't quite find an angle on that Thrusk. Well, shoot. Because that was part of my plan there, was I was going to run Yennefer up to here and she'd be safe because the only thing over here was the Scorier, which doesn't usually attack on its first turn anyway. Preferring to burrow. She'd be fine even if she did get bit by one of them. I'm going to go for it. We'll just run you up here and try to lay down a sensible ambush. Oh, right, that thing is still pinned for another turn. Well, good news. She still has an action left, so she can kill something. Yeah, let's leaf up your bow. Why not? The Fox Seeker of Greenwinter. It's not an awesome stunt effect, but she does spend a lot of time in melee, so, you know, a little bit of bonus HP is reasonable. And then obviously she could just kill this thing, but we have a lot of other ways. We might get that done. Right, so if I run you up to here... Yeah, and then Yennefer's Spear Stab is... Can I Quelling Moss without hitting... Nope. Well, I probably don't want to shoot Galadglin with poison, so... Okay. To be expected. You know, we didn't take the upgrade to Galadglin's fire, in part because I was like, yeah, how often do I even actually use the fire? But all of a sudden, the answer to that question is always. I am always using the fire. Aww. And it tanked all of the damage from starting on top of the fires. They probably did 3 damage each, and it just has enough warding. All right, not too bad for a 9. So, Linvir. Adjacent allies get +1 bonus damage and spell damage. I think is not awesome for her, because I really think she wants to be really far away from the battle most of the time. I think heroism, just like extra heroism, is good. And then a shield. We don't really have... Oh, I'm allowed to apply the shield to people who are nowhere nearby. Well, that's fine. Okay, double Thrusks is a bummer, for sure. 2 cards, huh? Pretty rough. Yeah, go ahead and secure it quickly. We got stuff to do. Okay, so that is a place where there is a real monster infection. I do not think it is a good idea for y'all to actually do that. Why don't you just run up here? Heartwoods, it's gotta be gimme Spell Thread, right? You need Spell Thread for, like, basically all good magic. Alright, site secured, resources gained. So that makes it time for the real fighters to come up here and deal with this, I think. 95 days travel time. Yeesh. But pressing down from above with the bottom part of the map completely cleared, I do like that. We're going to get an incursion while they're only a third of the way there. But I don't think the other party even has the option, right? They can't do anything about it. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it works out. Actually, hold on. No, y'all have to do this, right? We can't just walk past this. Which means you three... So you three can go here and execute a patrol, and it will clear the infestation without causing a fight, right? No, I know. Ooh. Gonna be tough to get to the Crow Barons in time. How close are we on this? Let's finish the job. We may have to rebuild the Crow Barons. And we don't have enough legacy points to cancel anything. So triple thrusts. Sure, why not? Alright, let's clear a thing out. The world's going to be so much easier in the 5th chapter if we actually manage to do this. And, we're already experiencing here benefits from the degree to which we were thorough in the 3rd chapter, so I think this is worthwhile. It's just a pain. I have to be honest, I'm glad it's you cooking tonight. After Cherry's no-fry fritters, I'm just saying the bar's low. Don't get too excited. So, we'll hit Mew's smithery tomorrow morning, but that detour added more time than we thought it would, and our food is running a little low. How low? Well, I've got onions and some more onions. I thought there was still jerky. Well, I figured we'd need that tomorrow. Onions aren't a meal, they're an ingredient. Boy. So she's gonna fail to catch us a fish, or he's gonna fail to cook. I guess let's... I'm more interested in seeing how he fails to cook, I think. A good onion soup can hold its own against any other meal. Low and slow, that's the key. How slow? Start thinking of stories now. And I told him, this ain't my first gemstone, buddy. Even later. And the detail in the gold leaf, it'd make a Thrixel weep. Even later than that. So, how much longer you think? They're not doing what I wanted them to do. I'm not sure if it's salvageable at this point. Sorry about the onion mush. No, it's good. It's, okay, you're right, it's disgusting. But thanks for trying. Yeah, that's something, I guess. Okay, so 10,000 Thrixel. There's a Kinistend here. It's bad. It's bad times. It's bad times. There's a lot of cards. It's all right. We just gotta take it slow. Sonetta. Oh, your kid. Sonetta can't quite get to the door. That's annoying. All right, let's just a couple of seekers. Pretty much a huge bummer, though. The way they have preemptively taken cover, it's a real problem for me. I guess just take the shot. Yeah, because putting 2 points of poison onto that dude's not really meaningful, right? You, I guess, will just ambush. The stuff in here is not very good to interfuse, frankly. Yeah, I can't get anything of value. I mean, we can grab 2 rocks outside. We're going to lose contact with them eventually, but... for right now, we can do this, and I guess it's okay. Really, I can see that. Oh, I guess that door's open. Oh, interesting. He didn't run any further. Huh. Well, I'm sure if I water Cherry's mace, it will replace the artifactness of it. Probably. Would I want that? The water, I mean, a water mace is certainly like a valuable thing. I don't actually know what the right thing to do is. So what is your deal? Spawns crystal. Okay. So it's a problem, but like, it's hard to know exactly to what degree. I'm gonna have Cherry run in. So it doesn't make it clear whether I will lose the legacy or the artifact bonus. But I guess I would rather have it be a water mace than an artifact mace. Yeah, any time we get a stunt, it's gonna feel like such a big difference. So we lose 2 points of stunt damage. We still keep all the knockback. So yeah, the stunt effect was just that it stuns on stunt, right? Which I would rather have this anyway, I think. That's pretty handy. Can I manage to get this barrage through the doorway? I can. Cool. I'm really shocked that it hit the kinest end, but neat. I don't think I'm even going to engage. I think I'm just going to start some fires. Or not. Perhaps, in fact, I will not do that. Is she going to be able to put up an ambush? I don't know if this is going to matter. Because those guys don't have to get into melee to do their thing, right? Pretty sure I can't Quelling Moss, yeah, without hitting Galadglin. So I will just Silk Step. Okay, he did have to come forward. Well... So they hatch after 2 turns. If I just Quelling Moss them again, they die of poison necessarily before they can hatch. So that seems pretty okay. She actually doesn't get... That's a little awkward. She doesn't get the opportunity to Chain Lightning even if she does run all the way through the door. Here, we'll run you up here and we'll take the shot, or do I think this thing's gonna move? I think it's gonna move. Can I put down... Oof, I cannot put down a very good ambush, though. I guess we'll just shoot it. Okay, lucky. Good. And something is on the other side of this door. I probably want to meet it before it meets me. It's the Drathix. It is not actually hittable. It was hitting the door from too far away. Well, wish I had heroism on Cherry. No closed door option available, I'm noticing. That would be really cool. Yeah, I probably just want to grab something. Sure, this stepladder's fine. Just for additional vigor flow for next turn. 72, huh? Okay. I'm surprised the chance to hit is that high. I thought for sure this thing would be getting more cover from the doorway. Damn. Okay, well, we found the Thrusks. Okay, well, I kind of want to just keep doing this. The Kinestend has how much health left? The tooltips say, right? But they don't always work. Yep, okay, I'm not allowed to have a tooltip for this thing. It looks like he has 8. Oh, block the poison. Fire chicken, get him. So let's probably rock shield, I guess Cherry, right? And then we're gonna splinter blast in here. Nope, that's not. I went to click on the thing because I know I have multiple things. I know that I have multiple objects selected or multiple objects interfused. And for some reason in my head, it was just like, well, so you got to click on the thing before you fire off an ability, because that's how that works. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I cannot get an angle that counts as a flank. Really? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. It cunningly laid the new chrysalises far enough apart that I can't just do that to them. All right. Well. Hey, the stun actually went off. That's neat. Alright, let's remove a mind worm. Let's interfuse some object in here. Sure, a barrage is good. Not gonna lie, was definitely hoping for a stunt. So can I get a clean shot on that thing? I'm not gonna be able to flank it, but that looks pretty clean. Okay, excellent news. Alright, so Little Thrusk is dealt with. Sadly, Gladglin doesn't actually have a ton of play here. As we just kill this thing even though it's stunned because I have nothing else to do. Oh, hey, we did it. I'm a doctor. Look, everybody, the game says I'm a doctor. let's have Galadglin run in here and... Okay. That's the more difficult one. Well, I mean, I say that, but I guess this one's got some pretty good cover. It's fine. It's fine. We got the quelling moss. Oh, God. Did I actually position them? Oh, well, it can't possibly hit Galadglin. He's untouchable. Okay. Problem solved. I was kind of figuring the remaining enemies would be through there, but I guess he was. That is that room. So these things do not spawn alone, right? There necessarily is a pair of these. So I can't interfuse through the wall. %. You know what? It's worth it. Does she still have the... She doesn't... Oh, she can take a shot from here, but not from there? This and this both work, but not the space in between them. Huh. So there is one more somewhere deeper in here. Look at this cowardice. Can I zealous leap through the thing here? Okay, this'll work. Alright, so now everybody should have, like, trivial flanking shots. Even through a solid object, it turns out. The game is very inconsistent on when things block line of sight. Like, that's... whatever, it's fine. Who wants a tier 2 Great Spear? Well, you just have this dueling... I guess there's no reason to leave you with an empty slot. And bonus damage. If we're talking about just raw physical damage, probably it makes the most sense to go here. I don't know how he wears them. I mean, it says they're igneous. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, even more Thrixel. Never ends. Never ends with these. $77 days. Well, not great. I wonder if it would be faster to scout through, like if we did this. 14 days travel time, 9 days to complete, so we assume that it'll be that twice. Yeah, it probably is faster to go through the unexplored area. All right, we're gonna do that then. Plus the efficiency, it's hard to beat. All right. Cool, great job, y'all. Go see if this place is the source of a legitimate problem, or if it's just infesting tendrils. What is this? Thrixel 8? Ugh. This is bad, because this is going to spawn another set of Calamity cards. The infestation is Drelvin, though. Also, it's strength 20? Jesus Christ. You know what? Just keep moving. Yeah, we can't stop this from happening, but we can catch them before they get anywhere else. Alright, and then y'all are going to go back and you're going to build some infrastructure. Actually, no, you're going to go patrol this. Get get this out of here. Yanfir, what's the situation up ahead? You have to see this for yourself. Come with me. It's... okay, Morthagi. They're living side by side with Morthagi. Hello, friends! Okay, that's very upsetting. Isn't the view from here great? You can see everything from miles around. Say, you two look tired and hungry. Why don't you all come on down and join us for dinner? We do a huge communal feast every night, and there's always plenty. Sure. Thanks. You guys are not sneaky. Okay, so we found the Crow Barons, and sometimes they hang out with Morthagi, and that's fine. Very judgmental from Sonetta. Alright, split up. Enjoy the party, but stay on guard. This feels off. Well, yeah, something weird is going on. Everyone is just so happy. But isn't that a good thing? I just saw a woman cut herself by mistake, and everyone just laughed, including her. Maybe it's something in the food. Oh, come on, I just finished eating. Did you two check that out yet? What is it? No clue, but it looks like it's from some sort of energy is flowing in and out of it. It is very cool looking. Welcome, strangers. I see you've found the Merrymaker. What does it do? Why, it provides the townsfolk with unlimited happiness. I know that, like, at this point in the story, she's still supposed to be, like, it's supposed to be, I think, like, there's menace underneath it, but it's supposed to be feeling ambiguous, and because of the construction of the story, you know that she is a menacing figure, because you've seen stories before. But, like, they made her face so obviously threatening that I'm not going to bother even pretending to voice her in a nice way. Oh, nothing big, just a tiny bit of their life essence, siphoned off to power the machines. Now then, don't look so horrified. They all knew the price going in. I have signed contracts. And let me guess, signed in blood. No, that would be a silly way to do that. They chose this, it's not up to us to interfere. The problem is we don't know that. We don't know whether they chose it or not, because I do think that is the thing that decides whether or not we should intervene. And there's a die roll here, but we don't get to know the odds. If they actually chose this, I do feel like it's kind of screwed up for us to just show up and be like, no. You don't get to live your life that way. That's not one of the ways we approve of. I think I am going to hit it's not up to us to interfere. Again, I really wish I had more information. Okay, they're all having a good time, and that's cool and good for them. 3 days remaining. Yeah, we're not going to get there. We're going to be able to catch them before they leave the tile, though. So that's lowered the incursion size. Maybe the right thing to do is to run ahead and prep defenses. How long would it take us to get there? There's already level 1 defenses in place, so yeah, let's go try to prep. 15 days travel time and 10 days to prep. Nope, I'm doing a thing right now. Skip. It's always left is do the thing right now and right is do it later. Okay, but like for real, stop. Okay, so this is the only one of these things that works in a different way than the others. You know, when you they put the marker on the map and they make it a task that you can do, it should only react to you doing the task, not just you being there while you're in the middle of something else with another task already assigned. That's a very annoying way for this to function. All right, so we don't exactly know what we're doing because I was trying to do it later. Do you feel like this game is really hostile to you trying to have any like control over the narrative at all? Again, it has that very like first time DM feel of like, I made this cool story and you are going to love it whether you want to or not. Alright, so we don't know what's going on. Boy. A combination of armor and potency is really good for Cherry, but also it feels very silly to give Cherry to lose a pauldron and give her another thing when other people don't have one in the first place. It's not bad on Sonetta. Alright, the Guardian falls, its great stone knees clattering apart, and we don't exactly know what it was guarding. The wheeling rocks gather dust and shadows as they settle, until they look like they've rested there for centuries. The glade goes calm. And then Lylan starts to fade, and presumably that's fine. The wrapped body of Havon across his lap seems to lose its substance. He has time to say thank you, friends, but he says it while looking like he's lured us into a trap of some kind, and then he's gone. Well, now that's done, so they care about get a really good sense of how much the characters care about the events of this narrative. Where's the ox got to? Yeah, good thinking. They find it, not far off, lowing pleasantly and munching clover. It is a very adorable ox. And here's the same sun that shone on his birth, shone on his neck when he took the road to town, but never again. Love means more to us than sunlight, doesn't it? Sonetta, are you still awake? I picked these up around the stones where Lylan disappeared. I didn't even think about it. I'm making notes. Those look like every piece of equipment we've ever... All of the pieces of equipment that aren't like a weapon or a full body thing kind of look the same. It's just like, these are pauldrons, and those ones are knee pads, and you're just going to have to trust us that these are different. They return to the farm Lylan and Havon once built. They set things in order and see that it passes to a worthy family. Then they're on their way again. I mean, listen, we don't have to know exactly what happened. There's not been a whole lot of, like, very creative narrative in this game so far. You could probably sort of put together the way that story was going to have to end based on what we saw of it last time. The road is pale, splotched, and torn in places with ruts and grass. Stretches of the journey are entirely wordless. What's on your mind, Linvier? Those memories, old wishes of ours. It's hard to let the good things go. I know it is, and I feel sometimes the wind picks up. I don't know. A road the color of old canvas billows in front of them and behind them. Another thing that's like kind of a bummer about the way this game handles narrative is like I was saying, it really doesn't have a lot of respect for the way you want to tackle the narrative, and everything is written in this extremely slow, contemplative way, so that like if you're just eager to do one thing, it can feel really frustrating. +5 stunt to all heroes in the party does seem pretty great at this point. Like reducing the cost of recruit jobs by 1 legacy point is fine. 5 stunt to everyone in the party I think is better than either of these other things, given the amount of like water equipment we're using. But like this is a great example. Narratively, the thing that makes sense is for me to finish doing this and then come back and do that on our way to save the Mothman. But the game just decided that no, in fact, it's going to work a different way than that, and I don't get any agency in that. And that sucks. It feels bad. Excuse me. I didn't realize that it had decided that my party wasn't moving anymore either. Yo, if Cavern Hinge gets broken down because of that, I'm gonna be very annoyed. I don't care to cancel any of this. Yeah. Yep, that fucking sucks. And it was impossible to tell that, like, not impossible, but it was very difficult to tell that we didn't have movement orders because their little feet are over top of the little dots anyway. But that really sucks because there's no reason that my movement order should have been canceled by an event that I didn't click on that didn't even involve the entire party. All right, well, let's kill him now. And then we gotta rebuild the damn thing they broke. Very annoying. We'll create a distraction. This usually works. Okay, why don't we just all be directly on top of each other? So apparently this is just how incursions are going to go from now on. Okay. What can we interfuse in this area? There is a brazier, there is a set of rocks, there is a tree. Okay. We can work with this. Alright, tell me this is going to give me one of the good splinter blasts. Nope, it's not. It's going to give me one of the crappy ones. Well... Alright, I think this is pretty straightforward. Obviously, we're doing this thing. Who's in range of Thunderstomp? Basically, everybody. It's not actually likely to hit anybody, but it will clear Spectre Step off of the Haunt, and I think that's worth doing it. Okay. Now, we probably just blow the Haunt up as fast as possible, right? Boy, the hit chances are wild and don't seem to be related to the way cover works at all. I mean, it's fine. Getting people to pretty low health but leaving them basically alive is actually a totally okay outcome because of Yenfear's poison. Right, because we're definitely going to throw a Quelling Moss right here. Somehow the Haunt's going to dodge it. Yeah, it's remarkably hard to hit these enemies, given that they do not, in fact, have cover. Oh, there's another rock I could have grabbed right here with Cherry. All right, so we're probably just going to discus into the back of the group to try to soften up some more targets. Ah, that would have been a really good time for a stunt. So let's see. Galadglin can run over here. And then Zealous Leap, shoot some fire, and then we get a bunch of shots from you, and we get another turn from Yenfear. How do we maximize damage across this? I could just throw out another Quelling Moss. Did you take poison? You did not. Okay, so this one's dead. That one's barely alive. So I think I want to just jump in and chop the pilot, and then we'll take Linvir's turn, and she'll shoot at that pilot a bunch. Yeah, because now that his armor's all busted. %. See, I can move up and get a cleaner shot on a couple of people. How many people are pinned? Several people got pinned by that crit. So this dart isn't, that dart isn't, although it doesn't matter, those are both ranged. This thing isn't, and it's gonna, as a Gore Lord, you can imagine it's gonna do some pretty harsh stuff to people who are close to it. So I guess the only target that makes sense to shoot at is this dart, even though it's probably going to... Pretty annoyed with the camera there for deciding I was targeting a different thing that I was targeting. Good time for a stunt, though. Yeah, I do not much care for the camera moving the cursor over after I have clicked, but before it has interpreted the click. We did a pretty good job. Ooh, Draven Interfusion. We got an actual wizard. So wait, is this is not a... Okay, that's weird. It is a piece of scenery, but it's not like an interactable piece of scenery. We can reach up here and grab the spear basket, which is pretty fun. I could just have her kill the stump straight up, probably. It's pretty easy for Galadglin to take it down, too. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Galadglin move up here and sort of present himself to these enemies, and we're going to get this thing. Alright. Get properly untouchable and hopefully control them a little bit that way. Do you have 2 poison or 4? Nope, it is decided that this is one of those times where I'm just not allowed to have a tooltip. Well, that's a shame because it makes a huge difference as to what we do next. All right, let's wall up together. I will grab... Probably just want the barrage. Oh, right, she doesn't have her wand out. I forget that her new hammer looks a lot like a wand. Can I position this? There we go. That's what I wanted. Damn it. And he dodged. Right, we'll just deal with you. So, sadly, we do have to shoot this Drovit. I'm pretty sure he has only got 2 points of poison on him. Don't really want him to get a turn. Okay, and we'll just keep pinning everything else in place. We've inspired them all to die of poison. All right, so fireball prepared. The red cloak is going to do something very large and terrifying. There's not really a lot I can do about it. Like, we just have to kill him, I assume. Can I kill him? Let's see. There's a tree for splinter blasting up there. I'm not sure what this red area is. So he's gonna do his fireball. Are you overwatching? Is that what it is? Because we can see the ambush area. The thing is, I really want to move forward. What I want is for Cherry to go here. But I need to know that that's safe to do first. I guess the thing to do is just to have Galadglin walk to here. Okay, it turns out it's nothing. That's, as you might imagine, not the thing I should have done. That was supposed to be... I'm already trying to think about the next thing. Okay, that's a terror bird. I agree with that description. Seems like a pretty terrifying bird. I don't care so much about that dart down there. The camera's very sensitive. Yeah, let's hit these. Or at least attempt to hit these. So the Gore Lord has, I believe, 4 poison on him. He is, at this point, dead. If I run up here, I can shoot at the dart. Oh, it's probably just... The red is probably just the area of the fireball. Yeah, I bet that's it. So... Okay, if I move up here, I have a flanking shot on this guy. I don't know that I really want to do much here. I guess it's better to bounce the chain lightning through than to just wait for this guy to die. Can Linveer? Yes, Linveer can also get a flanking shot. Okay, that was not that impressive. That bird just shouted at us and then smashed its own face into a big rock. And I think we're supposed to be concerned about that, but it doesn't strike me as concerning behavior. That's neat that the pilot can pick up other units and move them around. Also, it can hit Cherry for, was that 10 damage? It must have been, right? Something like that. Yeah, because it got through all of her armor and... Huh. Okay, well. That's not great. Okay, so we set up a nice flank for y'all. I think there's going to be a lot of falling back happening this turn. Yeah, all right, we'll just... Quelling Moss. Boy, I hate trying to draw with my red area of effect attack on top of a different red area of effect attack. Okay, so you're dead. We can't really run backwards. Okay, this area does not have dart stuff on it. I'm just a little concerned about Cherry's health. And we don't have a rock up here for her to grab. Can I get to the... close enough to grab those mossy rocks? Oof, I have to commit deep for that. It'll give her bonus health, though, and then, yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good move overall. It's just a little scary. But yeah, the Vigor Flow gives her extra armor and extra health, so it is meaningful. And then she's got a pretty good ability to just blow up one of these dudes. But, like, I should probably take this, right? This thing has 2 points of poison on it. It is going to get to cast its fireball if we're not thorough. And then Galadglin can move up here, and despite the fact that this thing is cowering, he does get his real attack against it. Let's just backslam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, a backslam won't do it. Yeah, unfortunately, I can only get one kill here. I will backslam you. Okay, this could have gone a lot worse, for sure. What does the deafened status do? -2 bonus damage and potency. Huh. I wonder why that is how they... Seems like a very strange way to model that. So I guess... Cherry just runs at this thing, right? We interfuse with another rock and then we Vigor Flow it real good. Oh, shoot. I did not switch to her hammer. Well... And of course I can't cast on it from where I am. Shoot. Well, it's fine. He can probably just push up. Please don't dodge. Nice. Okay, cool. Then yeah, I don't feel bad at all doing this. Something tells me between the lot of you, you can figure out how to do 2 damage to this guy. Okay. Got a little scared for Cherry there in the middle, but... Viciousness is definitely interesting. Twice per combat throws a jump jaw trap that will deal 3 damage and pin. You know, she does not need more things to do in combat. I think I'm just going to take Viciousness. And Sinetta... Riposte is probably not too good for her. She doesn't have physical attacks anymore. She does get the ability to toss the flask, though, which is, like... That is maybe pretty compelling. Yeah, actually, I do kind of like that. What we need is more poison flask. And a shield for... It doesn't... You know what? I'm going to salvage it. We have no use for this shield. Someday people will move back to Seal of Cavern Hinge. The memory of Droven will crumble and rust. Children will find homes for spirits here. Young men will build barns alongside their sweethearts. Old men will trade in iron and salt. And at the end, the oldest will die peacefully in their beds, the way it should be. Oh, we've seen this one before. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. So that scene is nothing, right? That's just a complete nothing scene. That's a really good example of what I was talking about. Like, it's a scene that exists to do nothing but to sort of like waste your time and keep you from whatever it is you were just trying to do. That's annoying. Don't put those in. So I guess the thing that makes sense here is for this party to push up and attack the Thrixel at the distillery while we let the smaller party do the rebuilding, right? That said, I might... You know what? I might hang out and have them repair the site just because we need some health. Here, let's have them gather up over here. Because Cherry does need some healing time. And this is about to be a ×1 healing space, right? Boy, it still does feel like it takes forever. Alright, let's go, let's do it. Oh, I just realized what time it is. How much time has passed. Well, let's go ahead and just do this battle. Yep, that is definitely the same sheep. What? What sheep? That sheep. See, it's got a dark front leg. We're going in circles. We've passed it 4 times now. No, we haven't. I know where we're going. It's just up over this hill. You said that the last 2 hills. They who can admit they are lost are sooner to be found. Lost? There's no way that we are lost. I know exactly where we're going. Let's ask the sheep. Screw the shepherd thing. Sure, whatever. Go talk to some farmer. I'll be here when we're ready to get back to our mission. A few minutes later, so apparently this path loops around the field and lands you right back here again. We want to take that path over there. Good job, Linvier. That's exactly the path I was going to take us on. Really? Yes, really. Does that have an effect? Do we get anything out of that? Okay, so we have a spooky muse, which we don't know what it does. There's a Drathix. There's a lot of everything. What if everything was a lot of everything? Well, let's see here. So we can do a bone lance. Like I can stay right here. Grab the boulder. Grab this. Oh, there's that muse. Alright, hold on. Let's wait a second on her. Let's have Sinetta come up. We want somebody to come up and pop the thing, right? So that it cracks. Here, we can have Galadglin leap zealously, as he does. And I guess just hit it. We will split it in twain, and then it will be small and ripe for the chain lightninging. Yeah, I think let's just put some effort into killing this thing. All right. Well, less all right. I am now less excited than I was. Okay. We know this thing's just going to try to approach. Huh. I kind of forgot about the fact that it can travel over stuff. So he's dominated. On the enemy turn, this hero will move up to 3 tiles and attack an ally with a melee attack. Adjacent allies can try to remove this effect. I don't like try. That makes me nervous. I hit engage. We picked up an ability at some point that moved our options around, and I keep clicking engage when I'm trying to click backslam, and it's very annoying. Alright, Cherry's gonna run up. That's not Cherry. Cherry's gonna run up. Are there objects in that room that I can grab? There are not where I am at. Okay, we can stand here. We can interfuse like a bucket or something. There's a lot of metal garbage in this room. Try to remove dominated. Chance increases with higher relationship tiers. Ah. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Cool. And then I'll just... Nope. No, I will not. No discus for me. So I'm not going to be able to hit this thing. Probably, right? You know what? Actually, 85% is remarkably good, considering how covered it was. So, from where I'm at right now, I actually have a reasonable chance to hit the Muse. I'm assuming it's not going to get any better than that. Because, like, it's always going to be halfway behind the door frame. I'm just going to throw an ambush back here and see what happens. And, you know, there we go. I was going to say, if nothing comes forward, then I just take my prepared shot. It'll be fine. So you're going to do that every single turn, huh? Well, let's see what we can do. I am not allowed to backslam it outside. That's a shame. It took cover behind nothing. Did that happen? Try to remove dot. There we go. It's not signaling in a very clean way. So the only thing you can shoot at is this thing, and you can't do a good enough job for it to matter. This, on the other hand, boy, that thing has 4 warding. All right, what's in this room? I can't get that table no matter where I stand. I think the bone lance that comes out of this is going to just barely not hit Gladglin. Yeah, this is actually like perfect. All right, now Sonetta can shoot the big thing. Yeah, this seems like a fine time for some heroism. God, those eggs have a lot of warding. Okay, that seems pretty perfect. It did require her to throw the poison vial clean through a wall, but you know, that's fine. That's probably how that's supposed to work. I do believe that that muse is in very dire shape at this point. Hopefully that ends the domination. Nope, it sure doesn't. Well, that's a mite inconvenient. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't really make it clear to you when you try and fail. It just seems like it didn't try. All right, excellent. So I think all that's left is the Thrusks and the Dweavers, right? But that is still 5 total enemies. Oh, there's a Huh. Doesn't take very long for me to forget about the Drathics. Yeah, that's pretty good. God, Zealot Sleep is such a lifesaver. Alright, we can probably just kill this thing with actual damage. Not have to rely on the enemy AI choosing to walk into the ambush. And I might be able to get that Dweaver with a poison vial. Yeah. Yeah, on the whole, I feel like our team is just, like, extremely good at the job. See, I want to position her such that she can shoot without necessarily having to reposition a lot, but, like, also I'm terrified of the Drathics getting to poison everybody in a single attack. I'm going to keep her back a little bit. Because we know how dangerous poison is. Interesting. Gladglin can just, like, pass his untouchable around. Yep, fine by me. Okay, so... Unfortunately, my armor is actually pretty shredded now. So that backslam is getting less and less impressive. Let's interfuse with kind of just anything. I guess something with a lot of health would be nice. And then... Yeah, there you go. I really like Cherry. The melee caster is a fun build. Even more bonus damage. So, I mean, probably Gladglin, right? Sonetta's thing scales with bonus damage as well. And Gladglin is the person who most frequently does a melee attack. Oh, cool. More Thrusks. The problem that we were having, I think, is that there just weren't really that many Thrusks around. But it's good. Now there will be more. Alright. Y'all three should come over here and fix this one up. Okay, there we go. Couple of sites. basically functional, and then they can patrol and just drive back the infection in this area. We'll have the big party come over here and clear out the Morthagi, and then we'll wrap things up. I would really like to go into the next chapter with like full control of the parts of the map that we're allowed to control, both for armor crafting reasons and also just because it makes life so much easier when there's fewer places for the monsters to be coming from. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully a little more action and a little less aimless wandering narrative, because, you know, we got a lot of things to do here. And we'll see you then.